Welcome to Monica's storytelling. Today's story is The Ray of Hope. In a small village, there was a modest house where 12-year-old Radha lived with her mother. Their life was simple but filled with struggles. Radha's father had passed away when she was very young, and since then her mother, Mala, had been working in other people's houses to make ends meet. Mala was hardworking, but poverty seemed to have trapped them. Radha loved studying. She attended the village's government school and always topped her class. However, the family's financial situation was so difficult that it was becoming hard for Mala to support Radha's education. Many times Radha told her mother, "Mother, I will leave school. You work so hard all alone, I should help you." But Mala always refused, saying, "No, Radha, you are my hope. I believe that one day, you will study hard, become someone great, and end our poverty." Life for the mother and daughter became more difficult with each passing day. Sometimes they didn't even have enough food to eat. Radha had to walk to school barefoot because she didn't have shoes to wear. Her school books were old and torn, but that didn't stop her from studying. Every day she would spend hours at school studying and then return home to help her mother. One day, Radha heard about a big scholarship exam happening in the city. Hearing this, a sparkle of hope appeared in her eyes. She thought, "If I win this scholarship, all my educational expenses and other needs will be taken care of." Radha told her mother about the exam. Her mother replied, "Daughter, this is a great opportunity, but you will have to work even harder for it." Radha began preparing for the exam. She didn't have the best books or notes, but she borrowed whatever books she could and continued her preparation. The village teacher also helped her after seeing her dedication. She studied day and night, and her mother kept encouraging her, "You must not give up. Success is waiting for your hard work." But the path was not easy. The other children in the village would taunt Radha, saying, "Do you really think you'll be able to study in such a big school? We all know that poor people's dreams never come true." Radha ignored their words and told herself, "Poverty might be my fate, but it's not my dream." Finally, the day of the exam arrived. Radha gave her best with full dedication and confidence. After finishing the exam, she hugged her mother and said, "Mother, I've done my best. Now it's up to God to decide." Mala hugged her back lovingly and said, "Your hard work will surely pay off." Everyone, including Radha, eagerly waited for the results. Days passed, but the results took time to be announced. A few weeks later, the school announced the exam results. Radha and her mother were both very nervous. That morning, Radha went to school early. Many children from the village and their parents had gathered there, all waiting for the results to be posted on the board. Finally, the headmaster posted the results on the board. Radha, with trembling hands, searched for her name. When her eyes found the result, tears filled her eyes. Tears of joy. She had secured the first rank and won the scholarship. Excited, Radha ran to her mother and said, "Mother, I've won. We got the scholarship." Mala's eyes filled with tears. She hugged her daughter and said, "I always knew my daughter would achieve something great." This scholarship changed Radha's life. She was now able to attend the best school in the city, where all her educational expenses were covered. She received free books, clothes, shoes, and everything she needed. Radha continued to excel in school, maintaining her top performance. She never let her hard work slip. Her mother kept working in the village, but now she was much happier, knowing that her daughter was on the path to fulfilling all their dreams. Radha completed her school education and secured admission to a prestigious college for higher studies. Her hard work and determination had taken her to a place where she could finally end all her mother's struggles. Radha received a scholarship for her college education as well and completed her studies. A few years later, she landed a job at a large company and brought her mother from the village to the city. They now lived in a proper house with all the comforts they had never even imagined. Mala's eyes were now filled with nothing but joy. She told her daughter, "You've made me so proud, Radha. Your hard work has erased our poverty." Radha smiled and said, "No, mother, this is all because of your hard work and prayers. If you hadn't encouraged me to study, I wouldn't be here today." This story teaches us that no matter how difficult the circumstances, if we chase our dreams with hard work and determination, it is possible to achieve them. Poverty or struggles cannot stand in the way if we are steadfast in our resolve and have hope.